Okay, so for this lesson, we're going to talk about percentages. Okay, so a percentage tells you how much a number is worth out of 100. It can also be written as a decimal or a fraction. So we're going to write 11% as a decimal. So there are two ways to do this. All right, the first way is we take 11, right? And because we're determining how much it is out of 100, we take 11 and we divide it by 100. Okay? So when you take 11 and divide it by 100, you get 0.11. The second way to do it, which is easier if you can remember, is 11 is the same as 11.0. Okay? To change it to a decimal, we're going to take that decimal place and move it two places to the left. Okay? So it is equal to 0.11. Okay? So 82% as a decimal, the first method, we take 82, we divide it by 100, and that is 0.82, or 82 is written as like 82.0. We move that two places to the left to get 0.82. Okay. Now, example 2, we're going to find percentages of numbers. Okay, so we're going to translate these sentences into math. Okay, vamos a traducir todos de estos ecuaciones or estas oraciones entre math. Okay, so when the question says what is 25% of 320, what is, this means we don't know what it is. So that is x. Okay, of means times or multiply. Okay, so what is means x equals, right? All right, so when we write this, I'm going to say x equals 25%. Okay, when we put this down here, okay, we have to put it in as a decimal. So instead of 25, I'm going to put 0.25 times or multiply 320. Then I'm going to put this into the calculator, and the answer is 80. So what is 25% of 320? It's 80. Okay. So what is 18% of 72? What is x equals 18%, okay, 0.18 of means multiply 72. So 0.18 times 72, 12.96. So 12.96 is 18% of 72. What is, for C, 120%? Now, 120%, the decimal is right here. We're going to move it only two places. So what is 1.20 of times 12? So 1.2 times 12, it's 14.4. Okay. Now, Example 3, we're going to look at it a little bit different. Okay. So finding what percent a number is of another number. So we're going to do the same thing that we did here in terms of translating, but the order will be a little bit different. So this says what percent is, okay? So on these, we're going to put them in a little bit different order, but notice how it says we're looking for the percent, okay? So we are still going to, and so here it tells us what the answer is. So now up here, you see how we did x equals the percent times the number? This time we are looking for the percent. So we are looking to figure out that 20 is what percent of 85, right? So when it says what percent is, we are missing the percent. We times that by the 85, okay? And then that result is 20. So we have to mix it up. In here in the sentence, it's mixed up a little bit. Now, how do we find the x, right? Because we can't multiply 85 times x. We're going to divide by 85. So here, we do 20 divided by 85. Okay, and we're going to use 2 decimal places. Okay, so we're going to say that x equals 0.2, and right there we have a 3, but we're going to round that 3 up to a 4. Okay. Now, the question is asking us to find the percent. It's written as a decimal. So if we want to write it as a percent, we have to move it back to the right 2 places. And this is 24%. So 20 is 24% of 85. Okay, so part B. What percent is 82 of 190? Okay, so 82 is our answer. We are trying to figure out what percent we are multiplying the 190. Okay, so here we are multiplying. The opposite of multiply is divide. Okay, so we have x equals, and we take 82 divided by 190, and we get 0.43. Okay, the next number is a 1, so it stays a 3. We move our decimal 2 places to the right, and we get 43%. Okay, last question. What percent of 2 is 100? So we are looking for the percent. We are looking for the number that we multiply to 100 to get an answer of 2. What percent of 2? Oh, sorry. This one's worded a little bit different. What percent of 2 is 100? So do you see here where it says is 100? Okay. We're saying what percent times 2. So that's x times 2 is 100. That means the answer is the 100. Here it said is 82. That's why we said equals 82. This one said is 20. That's why we said equals 20. This one says is 100. All right, so what percent of x is 100? So we divide by 2. $50 divided by 2 is 50. All right, now 50 right here has a decimal right here. Okay, so when we find the percentage, we still need to move it 2 places to the right. Okay, so 1, 2. Now, There are no numbers there. So what do? We put zeros. So our answer here is 5,000. What percent of 2 is 100? Right, it's 5,000. Okay, so on the back, what I want you to do is I want you to explain, okay, how to find the percentage of a number. Use words, okay, to write how you find a percentage of a number. And then when you go to do your assignment, you can show all of your work right here. Okay, so write all of your work to do your problems right here in this blank.